And why hello my friends, it is me S-Duck, and the Frater SH Immortal Hours has returned. But first I am outside the studio waiting on everyone to show up. Hey, there is IG88. Hi IG88.
Why, hello, Ashduck. It has been a while. We've enjoyed a little vacation, and I will tell you that I'm very happy to be back on the show. We are presently out here, outside in the cold. It is making my metal parts feel horrible, but I'll let you know, Stuck, that once Mr. Peck and Frater SH show up, everything will be just fine.
Oh, it will be just fine, my metal friend. And here comes bad Mr. Peck.
For crying out loud. Crying out loud. Frater. Oh, it's so cold outside. How do you stand this? How do you stand it? Oh, you stand on your bad self. That's stuck, young lady. You better put a better coat on. You just better put it on. Yeah. I'm a cranky pants. Yeah, it's nothing worse than coming off the holidays to have to get back to work. Oh, it's terrible. This show, we have to just play Nintendo games. You understand the back library of games we got as stuck? As stuck, we got some good stuff. We got stuff in the back. We got Xbox 360 archives. But this nutcase that I worked on, this bad Frater SH that I split from the normal Frater SH. See, there's good Frater, there's bad Frater. Bad Frater plays nothing but NES games. He goes insane. He goes absolutely off the wall. He will only play NES games. It's like it drives me nuts because I'm sitting here. I'm going. You know what I did in Starfield the other day? Do you know what? I know. It's a hated game. It's like the Action 52 for the Zoomers. Uh, we played Action 52, you idiots. We played it all. We played all those games. Okay? So that's what. Okay, so as soon as I don't know what's going on with Frater. Okay, I'm stuck. Can you give me some lowdown here?
Well, we are all still waiting for him, Mr. Cranky. IG88, do you have any clues what is going on?
Well, if you had asked me before, in my files, I actually have an audio file from him, apparently. Um, I can play it. Okay, so I'm playing it now. Oh, hey guys, it's me, Bad Frater SH. You know, the guy that made all of this. Made all of this. 2010 Kino Dogma. Made all of this. Yeah. Feel that heat. Feel that heat. I made all this, and another thing is too. Why are we doing a stupid podcast? You know why I did that, Mr. Peck? You know why I bad Freighter SH made that is because I was technologically limited. I did NES games because they're the finest tapestry, the greatest tapestry, and you don't get it because you're Did what is it that I hear? You like Starfield? Those kids out there hate that game. You know they made a DLC after that was just poorly rated. It was like only like a 3 hour, 4 hour long DLC. Or what is wrong with you, old man? What is wrong with you? You out of touch. Just so out of touch. Oh, I can feel. Oh, I can feel your anger. I can feel your anger. You want to grab this lightsaber and strike me down. Well, you just do that. You and your pitiful friends. I'm sorry. I'm quoting Return of the Jedi. I grew up on it because it's me, Bad Frater. Okay, so the deal is we're trying to get the show back on track. So you made a vital mistake. You made me the host and controller of this show on Fridays because you're too lazy to want to manage two shows. This is a vital mistake, Mr. Pennypacker or Bad Mr. Peck. He just tried to pretend to be one of my friends, you dickweed. Oh dear. Glad IG88 is willing to take this message. IG88 is a trooper. He's always been a trooper. He was part of the original crew. He may have not said anything back in the day. You know what? He was the best one because he kept his mouth shut and I could talk. I could talk. Okay, so that's the way it is because Stone Cold said so. Okay, so the deal is we're trying to get the show back. That I don't want to hear about your little thing about YouTube algorithm and metrics and how things have changed. That we don't do it this way. No, it's my way, and it's going to be that way because you put me in control of this show, old man. And that's right. You put me in control. You made a huge mistake. And you know what I got in mind? An NES marathon. That's right. That's right. No, not some 8 hour thing. No, this it's how our shows work. Because we got to make this like spread this out throughout this year. Okay. What we're gonna do is my segment. I will be in the studio, and you three. Well, S Duck, don't worry. I'll buy you dinner. We're a thing. Don't worry. But you gotta understand. You gotta understand when the man goes to work. When the man goes to work, he goes to work. And that's my studio, it's my space, and we make the NES games. We make the games. We make the games. So what I'm going to do is just play NES games for 20 minutes. Good old 20 minutes. I will commentate on it. No, I will not try to make the commentary separate like in past shows. That has been an absolute disaster with my ADHD. I actually am, for most of them, there was a few exceptions of problems. Um, I'm sorry, that's the Sattergrud burp. You should know that, old man. So the deal is I will be in the studio, and the doors will be locked, and you three will have to be outside. And you take care of S Duck, or you'll be hearing from me. Okay, but she knows how things are. So that's the way things are. Okay? Goodbye, Dickweed.
Oh no! Oh no! Has he died? Oh no, what has he done? Oh, I take this plastic chair, just throw it. Oh, boy. Oh, why did I clone him? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Oh, he's done it again. Why, he's so unpredictable. Like, I realized that I was just trying to make the Frater SH weaker. I was trying to make him more controllable and compliable. He's become more controllable. Oh, he's right. I gave him control of this show. What was I thinking? Oh, I'm so lazy. I should have just took it over. I should have just took it over when I had a chance. I should have managed this one too. And oh no, oh no, oh no. We're gonna have to listen here, you two. Okay. He's got control of the studio. I can't do anything about it. So I, I.
Well, it looks like we have to survive out here. I do have this survival guide in my purse to help us out.
Well, well, that's gonna be useful, Doc. We're gonna have to use that to our best of our ability. Yeah, that's going to be our content throughout the year. I mean, unless he's just going to get nice and open the door and let us in. I tell you, I know this character. He's crazy. He if he just decides to do something, he's gun ho. He wants to take the channel back to the days of doing a 10-minute video about kung fu. I mean, we can't stop him. It's my fault. Oh, we're gonna have to make do here. We got these chairs, and it's so cold, so we're gonna have to, in the next few episodes, kind of gather things and start building a fire and start to develop some survival. Well, as they used to say on YouTube back in the day, they used to have just bushcraft, and YouTube bushcraft used to be a big deal. I don't know why nobody talks about it anymore. But yeah, we're gonna have to do it, folks. I guess I will. The camera's gonna switch over to Frater, and now in his little world, here we go. And here we go. We are doing. This is a brand new year here at Metrotrek. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Here's Satagram Productions. Mr. Pennypacker, I got like what I just did there. I'm sorry. It's been a while, but folks, it's a new year here in 2026, and we are going to have, yes, an NES marathon. Boy, are we going back to the past here, and we're gonna do this. We're really gonna do this. Are you really gonna do this? Oh, we are. And you've noticed that, as you saw in the beginning of the show, I've locked a bunch of people outside. It's cold winter. Why? Because it's my show, and it's turning into a stupid podcast. I don't want that. I want an NES marathon. And of course, understand, the show isn't going to be like 24 hours long or something. It's just going to be a normal 30, but it's cut down, from a huge marathon, and I'm doing the audio and everything all live, and yeah, well, not live. I'm just recording on the computer, whatever. But so, we got a lot of games. We got a lot of games to cover here, and I've left those yahoos outside because bad Mr. Peck. He just argues with me all the time. And let's see, S Duck. S Duck and me. We've been a couple. We're a thing. But there's a time and place for your woman to actually speak. I think we could always do things after the show. I mean, she gets her little bit there in the beginning. Outside and with IG88 and bad Mr. Peck and the cold and. I guess they're probably going to need to start focusing on, kind of, touching up on survival skills out there and stuff, But we got an NES marathon, and
So we're gonna start with some black box games. You know, I got a whole section here with just black box games, and as Pat the NES punk used to say back in the day, black box. Oh, we're gonna start. Let's start with kung fu. A good old kung fu. The show. I started a little show known as the Frater versus Retro before my other version of me basically did corporate espionage with it. I'm not even kidding you with that. He actually did corporate espionage and stole the show and took it to another network. And wow. And they called me the bad freighter. No, okay. But, back in the day, I started with this game. I did like Dragon's Lair and stuff, but I was doing a bunch of bad games too. I know. I'm not gonna play Dragon's Lair. That game's trash. I'm gonna play some good games. Kung Fu is actually a good game and stuff. And and in editing, I'll try to cut down on the sound of the game. I'll try to increase the sound of the audio on my part because I've been noticing that the audio has been kind of low. I'm not very good at these things. But I think the problem is I keep using free versions of stuff as opposed to just going out and just actually buying something. But I just don't really feel like it. Oh, let's get started here. File unknown garbage. Okay, good. It's not good when you get a sign like that. It's like, yeah, that's kind of a garbage data. It's like, yeah, it's kind of garbage. Let's kind of set this up here a little bit, because it's a little too stretched out. I don't think we need to do the whole screen. Let's see. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, you're gonna still see the sides of my screensaver there. Yeah, so right now I have to have I have to practically have the audio like I have to have the audio like real low because it's like now Mr. Pennypacker did tell me, he says don't make the joke like you did in the original Frater about the blowjob. When you're sitting like this and you kind of go oh, gangbanged. And I think I kind of just did the joke, but it was a lot more rowdier and it wasn't. It kind of made fun of an actor because I guess apparently it was revealed in a biography that he likes men. I kind of made fun of that. And looking back on it now, yeah, I could probably get our channel in a lot of trouble for that. So there was like a time, especially in school, that everything was sexualized by the kids, like every word, every word was like sexualized right to the end, Wasn't it nice when you can actually say the word come, as in like, well, someday the news will come today, or the wagon will come today. Not not the other way. But oh dear, this game's a lot harder than I. Say I don't always play this. I maybe play it maybe once every few years or something like that. But this game's tough. Especially when you have to duck. I mean, this game was pretty serious business. I played this first, not on a Nintendo. I played this in the arcade. A good game, good side-scrolling game for the arcades. Early days. And There's a lot of games that were in the arcades and they never saw the light of day on a console. You know, like there was like a real good one. He's tough. Oh, oh, oh. Gonna need therapy after that one. And that too. Okay, so don't do jump kicks. It's there are times there's certain enemies I think you gotta do that, and I'm pretty much dead because I can't get health back. So yeah, I'm done. So yeah, like so when we were kids, it's just like, you know, every word is sexualized to the end. I mean, you couldn't even have a normal sentence. You had to check yourself because you didn't want to be kind of made fun of, you know? You had to be careful. That's why I like being like just a Victorian style adult and just, you know, you didn't have such a thing like that. So yeah, Kung Fu. You know, it's oh, I hate when they grab you. But especially when they go for the double back special there. Oh, he was going. Oh. You know, so back in the day, you know, like, oh. Terrible at this game. Absolutely terrible. As soon as I think the punches are... Sometimes I think the punches are more faster and effective. So yeah, the idea of doing an NES marathon was like, I remember Pat the NES Punk back in the day, and I understand there was a time, you know, before he did this whole podcasting, you know, he used to make his own content, and you know, before making kind of weird takes on, you know, like defending like Diablo Immortal and stuff. Ah, nice. Oh, you're not gonna catch me. Well, finally I made it to level 2. Although that's not much to be said because I don't have that much health. Okay, good, they filled it up. Oop, oop. And of course, it's game over right on level 2. Oh, no. What's the difference with Game B? I guess it's harder? I'm not entirely sure how you make this harder. It's pretty relentless. And, so I'm recording this as one big lump, and then I'll just break it down into... Oh dear, that's a lot of health, dude. Well, that shows you what Mode B does. Mode B just means they cut a lot. Oh my. Might as well just reset it now. Well, hooey. See, it's not worth it now because now you're down to like 1 life. So if you get to level 2 and well, you're gonna have to like beat the whole game on 1 life. Oh my, oh no, oh no. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. It's kind of relaxing, just... You're back in 1986. There's no social media. No Joe Biden. You got Ronald Reagan. You got a lot of... Yeah, jobs were already beginning to start to kind of... Ouch. Game over. Yeah, you know, jobs back in the 80s, I think there were some jobs, but, you know, a lot of the manufacturing stuff was, like, kind of dead by that point. Or dying out. I mean, everything was going overseas and stuff. So. But if you're a kid and, well, as long as your parents were working, you know, you can enjoy some Kung Fu. I did not have Kung Fu as a kid. I am screwed here. Yeah, I didn't have Kung Fu. I got it later when Video Game Exchange decided to allow NES games to be traded in. For some reason, they wouldn't allow that at first. They were just like new games, but they... Well, that's a double-decker of destruction. I don't think I can handle that. There are like 2 guys, but Mode B is supposed to be harder. I don't know how it gets harder, but okay. No, that wasn't good timing. See, you can't do anything when they pile up on you like that. It's not enough time. Yeah, when they let video game... Oh, I mistimed that. Just totally mistimed that. Yeah, so in the marathon, you know, I don't have like any kind of timing system. I just kind of decide, well, okay, playing this for X amount of time, and then when I'm just sort of like, okay, I'm going to the next game, I go on the next game. It's kind of the way it is. Yeah, I lost some health there. Back in the days when you didn't have achievements, but you just sort of like recorded your own scoreboard and you beat your own score. You could beat your friends' scores, or can you beat your siblings' scores. starting to run out of time. Well, and I have no lives left, so as soon as you get hit, it's going to be game over. So. Okay, I can't. For level 2, it's so brutal. And then you have no lives left when you get to level 2. I mean, there's some recordings I had where I did pretty well on this game, but then it's just like, I did like well on it, and then tennis. This game is pretty fun, but you gotta realize you have like only like one little pixel to hit the ball. So this is going to be a little tricky. I haven't actually played this in like since my days of buying cheap NES games off eBay. Back in the 2000s, that was sort of the glory years of the NES because it was back before they would repackage them in plastic and sell them for $1 million. And let's be honest, everyone knows heritage auctions. It's just, I think Pat, the NES punk, pretty much like exposed that. He pretty much exposed that it was inside, a lot of inside trading, and they would sort of like up the bids and stuff to crazy levels so that they can. And of course, the news ate it up. Like they do, and fault. Gotta really and boop 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 boop.